Hello and welcome, my Aquarius friends. This is Jennifer from Mystic Star. I want to thank you so much for spending time with me today and watching this video. This is going to be my weekly group reading for my Aquarius friends. This is something new that I wanted to try for 2020. I've been pulling card of the day for quite some time, where I have one card or maybe one card and a jumper each day. I found that I wasn't able to thread the information as well as I'd hoped from one card to another. With the weekly reading, I'm able to give you a better, more in-depth reading for what you can expect for that week, rather than just little glimpses of what's happening. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to look at the week of January 5th through the 11th and what my Aquarius friends can expect over the next 7 days, those obstacles you're going to face, and of course, how you can get over some of those obstacles, and most importantly, some blessings that you can embrace throughout the week. The decks that I'm going to be using for this reading are the Tarot Draconis and the Dragon Oracle. Like always, I have links below to both these fantastic Dragon-tastic decks, so should they speak to you, you can go check them out for yourselves. Alright, my Aquarius friends, let's see what the cards have to say today. What can my Aquarius friends expect from the week of January 5th through the 11th? We have a jumper there. Oh, it's a beautiful card. The Golden Atlantean Dragon helps you remember the wisdom of the Golden Atlantis. He does a bit more than just Atlantis. He really looks at that wisdom that we need to remember. Whether it be from Atlantis when we were there, most of us were reincarnated or incarnated in the Atlantean age. Whether it's that information or other information from past on lives. This dragon will help us remember those important pieces that we need for right now. So this week, my Aquarius friends, we're looking at that need to kind of fill in some blanks to make our picture whole. Let's look at this picture a bit more. What card symbolizes, got jumpers, the week of January 5th through the 11th for my Aquarius friends? The first card, the Two of Swords. Twos are about duality and choice. The swords, truth and knowledge. We're going to find that this knowledge is going to come in many different avenues and facets. We need to make sure that we're critically thinking about what it is we need and what will help us in our journey. Now, the original card that Pamela Coleman Smith drew, there's a woman on a bench with her arms crossed with two swords ready to pounce. She has a blindfold on that covers her eyes and her third eye. Her arms cross her heart chakra. She's not able to retain any information. We need to make sure, my Aquarius friends, that we are open to the information that is presented to us, whether it be from the Golden Atlantean Dragon or from the situations of this week, so that we are able to incorporate and embrace that information. With the two came the Four of Pentacles. This information week will bring us the stability and support that we're looking for. Fours are a foundational number. It's a structural number. Pentacles are about growth and abundance. The more information that we are able to ascertain and implement in our lives from past on lives or the Atlantean era, the better we're going to be. Again, goes back to the knowledge is going to be key this week. So let's look at this week a bit more. What can my Aquarius friends expect from the beginning of the week? What a fantastic card, the Magician. The first card in the Major Arcana, and it speaks about those skills and abilities. We're going to be faced with a little bit of a reflection here. What is our skill set? What are our abilities? What pieces are we missing? How can we call on this amazing golden dragon to help us to fill in the dots? And we need to know them. So reflecting in on these amazing skills and abilities that we have. How are we using them? How could we better use them? And critically think about what it is we are doing now and how we can do things better. Like I said, the Two of Swords, we're going to gain information from more than just the golden dragon. We're going to have to really focus in and critically think about what it is we're doing and what is happening in our lives. And into the middle of the week. What will the middle of the week bring, my Aquarius friends? That is not surprising to me. The Queen of Swords. Knowledge is key. Well, let's be honest. She is the one that has learned her knowledge through all those hard knocks and bumps in the road. She has learned her information firsthand. We are going to be able to start to ask and request the help that we need in the middle of the week, because we're going to have that reflection piece kind of wound down. We can start to say, these are the areas that I could really use some assistance in. Please help me. Got to remember, dragons are high vibrational beings. They have to wait till we ask. They don't assume. Even if you've had this reading and I tell you that the Golden Atlantean Dragon is there, until you say, hey, I need some help, they will not step in. In the middle of the week, that's when we're going to start to gain even more knowledge though. We're going to have that ability to gain information from the Atlantean Dragon, from those higher vibrational beings, to help to try and fill in the dots and strengthen our skill set and our abilities. Let's go on to the latter part of the week. What does the end of the week bring, my Aquarius friends? Oh, we have some jumpers. Oh, fantastic. We have the Moon, the 18th card in the Major Arcana. And it talks about those mysteries and unknowns. We're going to get some clarity. Now, it's funny, in a literal sense, the cards are warning you that, hey, guess what? There's a full moon. Friday night, you're looking at the full wolf moon. We have the moon helping us and guiding us. Those mysteries and unknowns are going to become clearer to us. We're going to be able to decipher. Those mysteries and unknowns are going to become clearer. We're going to be able to unravel those unknowns. We're going to be able to put some of these dots that we're missing into play. Now, like I said, the full moon is going to be happening on Friday night. Well, it's a fantastic time to engage and embrace this amazing divine feminine energy to start to heal and implement some of these shifts and these dots that we're missing. Bringing in and bringing online some of this information so that we are able to have a more fuller picture. With the moon, jump the 14th card in the Major Arcana, the Temperance card. It's really hard to see this as Temperance. We are in a dragon deck, but that's the Temperance. Temperance is usually this beautiful angel who has one foot on the land, one foot in the water, and she's flowing this fluid from the bottom cup to the top cup. That is Goddess Iris. And Iris is a god of communication and messages. Those messages are going to start to come clearer at the end of the week, especially when we start to focus in on our energy flow and how connected we are to the universe and that universal energy, and to Gaia and her nurturing energy. The more we are balanced and in harmony, the more that information will start to make sense. All right, let's look at the challenges. So that's what the week can hold for you. Those are the energies that will be in play. So let's look at that obstacle. What is the obstacle for the week of January 5th through the 11th for my Aquarius friends? It's not surprising either. The 10 of Wands. You've had this card in many readings before, my Aquarius friends. You guys like to work harder than you really need to. Overexertion and burnout. Work smarter rather than harder. We shouldn't shy away from hard work. Hard work in itself isn't the problem. The problem is that we're working harder than what we need to. Our ego is in play and is kind of lighting fires where they don't need to be. And if we were to really look back, critically think, take that step back and look at what's happening, we'd be able to see what's truly happening. So throughout this week, you're going to find that your ego is going to try and push you and light fires where they're not really there. That critical thinking, we've got the Queen and the Two of Swords. That will be a very important piece as you go throughout this week and throughout the year. Let's look at the week. What is the challenge that my Aquarius friends will face at the beginning of the week? That's the Six of Wands. We've got another wand, my friends. Your solar plexus is going to be in overdrive. That's the chakra that deals with that willpower and drive. The Six of Wands talks about that victory piece. You're counting your chicks before they've hatched. This is not anything to do with being victorious or succeeding or igniting our passions. This is about information. Aquarius, you're an air sign. You should get the information. Working from our head rather than our heart is going to be very important this week. This passion piece needs to be squashed a little bit. We need to take some of this water and kind of dose it down. We need to bring down our solar plexus, work on our root so we feel connected and grounded, and really open up that crown chakra so that we are obtaining the information from those higher vibrational beings. All right, let's look at the middle of the week. What is the obstacle that my Aquarius friends will face in the middle of the week? The Nine of Cups. Nines are about all that you've achieved and all that hard work. Cups are about that intuition and emotion. The Nine of Cups talks about all that amazing abundance in your life. Like I said, your ego is going to want to kick you in the butt and really is going to be screaming. One of the pieces it will bring up is to really hone in on all these amazing pieces and abundance that you have in your life. Your ego's right. You do have a lot going on in your life. A lot of amazing pieces. You've worked hard. That's not what the Golden Dragon are wanting to highlight this week. No one's saying that you haven't achieved a lot. What they're saying is that there's more to achieve. We just need to refocus our attention and energies onto another matter so that we are going to be able to get a fuller picture than what we currently have. All right, let's look at the end of the week. What is the challenge that my Aquarius friends will face at the end of the week? That's the Fool. The Zero card in the Major Arcana, that free will and carefree attitude. We don't really need that right now. This is about understanding and retaining the information that is presented to us. We need that very thorough and very clear energy. The energy of the Emperor, the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords. Those swords are going to be more helpful because they are very clear cut. And it's the clear cut that's going to help bring in those pieces in a clearer fashion. Especially when you're dealing with those high vibrational beings, sometimes it's really easy to miss the messages that they're sending you or not understand them. The more direct and black and white things are, the better. That carefree, very innocent, naive energy is going to get in our way. It's going to really kind of cause a bit of stumbling, if you will. Literally, it's going to be like having a toddler right behind you. Yeah, but, what if, what if? Your ego is going to play havoc and connect into all these energies and keep bombarding you with it. It's about acknowledging it and literally putting your toddler on a timeout. You're going to have to really appease and acknowledge your ego for what it is and try and move forward. All right, let's go into some blessings. What blessing can my Aquarius friends embrace at the beginning of the week? Oh, this is a fantastic dragon to bring in. The green gold dragon brings universal knowledge to your spiritual pathway. He literally will blow out all these uncertainties and unknowns, helping you to see that black and white. Like I said, the clearer the picture this week, the more you're going to understand and implement in your life. Let's go into the middle of the week. What blessing can my Aquarius friends embrace in the middle of the week? The blue dragon prepares you to accept source healing. He's beautiful. That blue dragon is going to be able to open up different aspects and pieces of yourself so that you can receive the healing light and energy from source. So you are going to be able to implement the information that the golden dragon and other high vibrational beings and yourself bring forward to you. We have blockages and we have all this buildup in different aspects of ourselves. We need to clear them out and heal them. And that's exactly what the blue dragon will help us accomplish over this week. And I would say this year, this healing piece is going to take time. We can't heal too quickly or we're going to cause more damage to our physical body. So allowing ourselves that time to grow and expand our knowledge and understanding in a slow, mindful space. Let's go on to the end of the week. What blessing can my Aquarius friends embrace at the end of the week? The golden solar dragon helps you stand in your masculine power. That divine masculine power is going to help bring stability and strength to what it is you're trying to incorporate and implement in your lives. We always hear about the divine feminine, especially since, and it's interesting, we have the golden solar dragon coming in at the end of the week, right when we have that moon. Now the full moon is just not a normal full moon. We're looking at a lunar eclipse happening as well. So we're looking at this kind of little pumped up divine feminine energy blasting us at the end of the week. Well, the solar dragon is coming in to balance out that divine feminine with the divine masculine so that we have that feminine and masculine energies to help create in our lives. We need the male and the female energies to create that feminine, intuitive creativity with the masculine, very stable and strong, courageous energy. We have both of them within ourselves, and we are really seeing these divine energies coming in. So at the end of the week, we're going to start to see the ability to make some beautiful creations within our lives and those around us. All right, let's look at some further information. What further guidance and support can we provide my Aquarius friends in overcoming the challenges and obstacles they are going to face in the week of January 5th through the 11th? It's a beautiful card. It's the 8th card in the major arcana, Strength. That inner strength and energy is going to be vital for us. Now, Strength and the Magician are connected. The original cards, they're the only two major arcana that have the infinity symbol above their heads. Now, Strength, which is this beautiful maiden with the infinity symbol, she is taming this amazing lion. She has a second infinity symbol that's hidden. There's a floral wreath that goes around her waist and the neck of the lion. And it's those hidden abilities and skills that are going to come to the forefront. We're going to find out more about them through the Golden Atlantean Dragon. Those pieces that we have forgotten or didn't even know existed that need to be brought to the forefront. And that's what some of those dots that we're missing and that we need to see that bigger picture. She's going to play a big part of that. Connecting in and not backing down. Using our skills and abilities, going back to the Magician, using our natural gifts and abilities to make things happen. And those things that need to make happen is that connection into the Golden Atlantean Dragon and those downloads and understanding on what information that needs to be shared with us. And then we have the 20th card in the Major Arcana, Judgment. This usually has Archangel Gabriel at the top with her horn, calling out, sharing that universal wisdom. Archangel Gabriel is the Archangel of messages. Like I just said, that information that needs to be shared with us through the universe and high vibrational individuals and beings needs to come down. It's going to play an important role in this week and this year and in the next decade, because these pieces that we need to remember are going to be vital in our evolution and transformation. The Knight of Pentacles. Knights are that adolescent, no fear energy, that courage, that determination. He gives action to this situation, to this spread. We have a lot of cards that are like, yeah, this is the situation, deal with it. The Knight helps you deal with it, puts that courage and determination and implements this situation. Now, the Knight of Pentacles is one of the few knights that is usually not in motion. The original 4 knights, drawn by Pamela Coleman Smith, the swords, the cups, and the wands, their horses are all in different stages of motion. Whereas the pentacle, he's standing looking down at a field that he has just plowed. He's the homestead knight. And that's what we need to work on, is our homestead. We need to work on us right now. And that knight is going to help us. We can really connect in to that strong, earthy energy, plant those seeds that we need to plant through the Golden Atlantean Dragon, then using our skills and abilities, nurture and love those new aspects of ourselves so that we can incorporate them into the everyday. And finally, I knew one of them would be showing up. We've got the King of Swords. Kings are that fully developed personality. He lends that strength, that very black and white personality into this reading. He's the consort to the Queen that's in up here. And his sword will cut through a lot of this uncertainty and unknown. He will work with the strength. He will work with all these amazing dragons to get you the knowledge you need to move yourself forward. He helps tap us into that black and white knowledge, and he helps us really refine our critical thinking skills, because those are going to be very much needed to overcome some of these challenges that we're going to face this week. All right, we'll end off on a blessing. What blessing can my Aquarius friends embrace for the week of January 5th through the 11th? Okay, you have a couple of jumpers. The first one, the pure white dragon, transforms your ascension knowledge into wisdom. The information that we're going to gain, like I said, is going to be important, not only for right now, but for that forward transformation and evolution. The knowledge is going to turn into wisdom. And the difference between knowledge and wisdom is that wisdom is something that you act on, something that you are moving forward on. And that's what the white dragon wants to really push ahead, help you to move yourself forward. With that white dragon came the earth and fire dragon. Works with you to clear the fifth dimensional ley lines. So the science is catching up. I've said it before in different videos. Scientists have confirmed ley lines a long time ago. However, the ley lines are not just on this plane. They go into different dimensions and different vibrations. We are heading into that fifth dimension. We're kind of hanging out around the third-ish dimension, depending on who you are. The earth and fire dragon will work with you to start to clear out that low vibrational energy that's holding you back, so that you are able to embrace that fifth dimension. And that fifth dimension raises your vibration on a totally different level. The fire and earth, or the earth and fire dragon, also will connect you in to both those amazing power centers. So the earth, which is connected into your root chakra, and then the fire into your solar plexus. Both those chakras are going to be very important and key as you go forward throughout this week. When we're starting to feel a little bit topsy-turvy, ground yourself and connect into that solar plexus chakra. If you're a crystal person, the crystals that are going to be really helpful, something like this where we're looking at tiger iron, that will help ground you. That's connected into your root chakra. Then something like this where we're looking at a yellow, this is citrine, very helpful for the solar plexus. The important piece will be for you to keep grounded and keep your energies flowing. We have the temperance up here, and she's very clear about that. I want to thank you so much for joining me today and watching this video. I hope that you found this video fun and helpful, and that you're able to gain some direction and insight into what the week is going to hold for you. If you liked this video, please remember to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for the latest content. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I've got a lot of fantastic ideas and directions that I'm going to be taking my channel in the new year. The best way to stay connected is through subscribing and hitting that little red bell. Also, if you enjoyed this video and want to support me in making more, I have a Patreon page with many tiers and lots of perks. In some of the tiers, the perks are private readings with myself. I provided a helpful link below, so why not go check it out? Until tomorrow, my Aquarius friends.